Most CMOs stake their budget decisions on attribution data, and according to today's article, they're largely flying blind. How bad is the problem?
It's systemic. A Nielsen study found that 60% of marketing spend is misallocated because of flawed attribution, and the models executives trust most, last click especially, are often the worst offenders.
Last-click attribution has been around forever. Why are companies still using it?
Because it's easy to defend in a boardroom. You can point to a conversion and say that paid search ad closed the deal. What you can't see is the 6 brand touchpoints that happen before it: the podcast ad, the LinkedIn impression, the word-of-mouth referral.
Give me a concrete example of a company that optimized for the wrong signal and paid for it.
eBay ran a famous experiment where they essentially turned off all their branded search spend and found almost zero drop in revenue. They had been spending tens of millions annually on ads that were capturing demand they already owned, and last-click attribution made it look indispensable.
So attribution is flattering the wrong channels. What about multi-touch models? Aren't those supposed to solve this?
They distribute credit more evenly, but they're still based on correlation, not causation. If a customer sees a display ad and later converts, multi-touch gives that ad partial credit, regardless of whether it influenced anything. You're measuring presence, not impact.
What's the alternative that sophisticated marketing organizations are actually moving toward?
Marketing mix modeling combined with incrementality testing. Companies like Airbnb and Meta's own marketing team use geo-based holdout experiments to measure true lift. You withhold advertising from one market, run it in another, and measure the actual difference in outcomes.
That sounds resource-intensive. Is this realistic for a mid-market company? Or is this strictly an enterprise play?
It's become far more accessible. Vendors like Northbeam, Rockerbox, and Measured have productized incrementality testing at a price point that a $50 million revenue company can afford. The barrier is more organizational than financial.
Let's talk about the organizational part. What's the internal resistance CMOs face when they push for better measurement?
Finance wants a clean number. CEOs want certainty. Better attribution methods often produce ranges and confidence intervals instead of precise ROI figures, and that ambiguity is uncomfortable, even when it's more honest. The seductive thing about bad data is that it's confident.
The article calls this the attribution illusion. What's the core illusion CMOs need to stop believing?
That digital channels are measurable and traditional channels aren't. Digital is trackable, not measurable. There's a critical difference. You can track every click and still have no idea what actually drove a purchase decision.
If a CMO walks away from this conversation and does one thing differently, what is it?
Run one incrementality test this quarter on your highest spend channel. Pick a geographic holdout, kill the ads there for 4 weeks, and look at the revenue difference. What you find will almost certainly reshape how you allocate your entire budget.